Hey everyone, Kunal on this side. We are going to start with a blank text file. Today we'll make a quick game. This is going to be a snake-like game, the kind of game that used to be on a classic cell phone before smartphone, the time when dinosaurs used to exist. Well, we are using vanilla JavaScript for the snake game. It is going to be a plain text that can directly run in any browser. Okay, so we are going into here. We are going to do canvas equals document get element by ID. I know it's looking kind of ugly, but once we get this stuff sort of setups, it's not so bad. Get context, and that's going to be go to graphic context or buffer, and then we have got a document add event listener. Key down is all we really need since this game has momentum, like a function called key push. Let's go and get that part set up as well as start of our game on interval timer. To call a game function 15 times every second, that's milliseconds, so we are dividing it into it, so using slow frame rates, and snake works on a very slow frame rate. We are going to have x and y velocity values for a snake part thing of the game. You just push the keys to make the character move, and it keeps on moving with momentum. We are going to switch on the key code. Well, some people don't like switch cases, so what, even I don't like some people. But more importantly, key codes in particular are a great case for switch cases. It's kind of natural fit like peas and carrots. And I'm also going to say, even though I don't have all key codes memorized because I'm not a nerd, okay, I'm a nerd, somehow I figured out that 37 to 40 is arrow keys, and it's left and then clockwise. Okay, our input is now handled. We also want to have our player positions px and py equals 10. Let's start in the middle of the world. So grid size and tile count will both be 20, and let's also have an apple x and apple y as our goal, which I will start at 15. So just to keep things simple. So player x is going to plus equal x velocity, and then player y is going to plus equal y velocity. To implement some wrap for those, so if px is going to less than 0, snake game wraps. Now again, I'm going to warn, this is not meant to be follow along tutorial at home. Obviously I do those kind of things, they are much longer and more detailed than this. Okay, so that's we wrap the y also. Let us also do a context dot fill style black. Okay, this is our first video of the rapid coding series, and there are many more interesting videos to come, so don't forget to subscribe our channel. Well, for our game, we are not going to use any libraries like Phaser or any game engine like Unity or Game Maker, and not even any compiler or transpiler. We will just need Notepad and any standard browser like Chrome. We are going to do a trail here for a trail. Hold on, we need an array for a player, because one of the thing about a snake game is it keeps tracks of previous positions. We also kept a one called tail to track how long our tail is supposed to be. As I mentioned before, this video is not meant for follow along tutorial. Still, I have tried my best to give you a brief knowledge about what I am doing. If you want a detailed explanation video, then kindly mention in the comment section. Here's our x and y, which will be part of the mechanics of a snake game. As you step in your tail, you are in trouble. So we can do that really easily here. By doing this, so if it matches on x and it matches on y, then tail length is going to go back to 5. Speaking of matching, we also need to check and see if we stepped on that apple. If we step on the apple, then we want to increase our tail length. So tail plus plus. As part of the game, we want to randomize that also. So math.floor. So it's an exact integer, and this is going to be math randomly, which is 0 to 1 less than tile count. We need to do this on each axis. Well, we are almost done with our code. As you can see how easy it is to develop a game. Well, we are going to bring more interesting videos on game development and rapid coding in future. So stay in touch with us and subscribe our channel, and don't forget to press notification button so you don't miss our latest content. Okay, we are done. Our game is ready. Now just save the file with .html extension and then open it with your browser. Well, I am using Chrome browser. You can use any one of your choice. Okay, there's our file. Let's run this. Now let us check if everything is working fine. Inputs from arrow keys are working. Oops, I lost my snake. There is a bug. I think there is an issue with wrapping constraints of snake. It should be py. Okay, now refresh the page and see. Okay, now it's working fine. Okay, so finally we made our first game. As you can see, you just need a free browser. You can use standard Chrome, Internet Explorer, or standard Edge, or standard Firefox, whatever. Safari should work too. A plain text editor like say TextEdit. If you are already happy as a coder, you can use whatever. Notepad will work fine also. and that is on what I'm actually demonstrating this in Notepad, just to show you that you can do it in Notepad too. I have put the link of source code in the description. If you need it, you can download it from over there. So this is Kunal from Unfold signing off for today. See you soon.